Hello everyone, welcome to DC Minds. In this video, we are going to learn to implement stack data structure using linked list data structure. So let's see first the operation that we can perform on stack. So here the stack is a last in first out data structure. What do I mean by this? Let's see. So here we have given some element and we need to add this element to stack. Okay, so here we have a empty stack like this, and this top equal to -1 indicates it is empty. So now what we'll do, we'll take this 5 and we add into this stack. So 5 will be added and this top will be incremented. So same way we'll take this 2 and add into the stack. Then similarly 15, then 13. So now the stack is filled with all the elements and its capacity is full. So this addition operation is called push operation in case of stack. Now let's see, if we want to delete the data from this stack, what we have to do. So we have a stack like this and all elements are filled over here. So whenever we want to delete it, what we have to do, we have to delete from the top. So this is top of the stack now. So what we'll do, we'll delete this 13 first. So we have deleted this 13 first. So this is called pop operation. So if you observe here, 13, this 13 was added at the last, but while deleting we are deleting it first. So because of this behavior, stack data structure is called last in first out data structure, because we are deleting the data which is added last and we are deleting it first. Okay, so now we have to implement this behavior last in first out with the help of linked list. Okay, so there are two ways you can implement stack using linked list. The first way is by adding the data at the front of the linked list and deleting the data from the front of the linked list, that is start of the linked list. Okay, so this will be push operation and this will be pop operation. There is another way where we have to insert the data at the end or rear of the linked list and we have to delete from rear or end of the linked list. Okay, so this will be push operation and this will be pop operation. So now let's see how we can implement stack by inserting the element at the front and deleting the element from the front. Okay, so now we have given this many elements and this is empty linked list. So this indicates linked list is empty, and now what we'll do, we'll add all this data at the front of the linked list. Okay, so first we'll take this 5 and insert into the linked list. So now the linked list has one element. Next we'll take this 2 and insert in the front. So linked list is having now two elements. Similarly we'll insert 15 then 13. So this is the front of the linked list. So if you observe here, this 13 is at the front. Okay, so to understand or to learn how this operation can be performed with the help of code, you can watch my video on the link, on this link. Here I have explained how you can implement this behavior with the help of code, and you will be able to understand code and write by yourself to implement this insertion of element at the front. Now let's see, whenever we want to delete the element, how you have to delete it from the front. So initially we have given the linked list like this, and now we want to delete the element from the front. So this is the front of the linked list. So what we have to do, we have to delete 13 first. So this 13 will be deleted and then this 15 will become the front of the linked list. So this is how you have to delete the element from the front of the linked list. So if you want to learn to write a code to implement this behavior, that is deletion of element from the front of a linked list, you can watch my video which is present at this link, where it is explained in detail step by step for writing a code. Okay, so this insertion operation is called push behavior and this is called pop behavior. So if you observe here also, first this 13 was added at the last, but while deleting we have deleted it at the start, means at the beginning. So first 13 last added element is deleted first. So we are able to implement the behavior of stack with the help of linked list. Now let's see the code. So this is the entire code which will help you to implement stack with the help of linked list. Okay, so this is a code to write, to insert element at the front of the linked list, and this is the code to delete element from the front of the linked list, and this is the main function where we will call this insert function and delete function, and this code is for creating a node. Okay, so now, so to for this two insert operation and delete operation, the it is these codes are basically explained in detail at these links. Okay, so if you want to learn how you can write the code by yourself, you can watch these videos and you will be able to write this line of codes by yourself. Okay, now let's see one more situation where you are asked to do this. So where you want to give a option to the user to perform various operation on stack. Suppose you want to give some choice to the user, something menu like this, where user can give some option, or he can enter some option like 1 to insert the data, and 2 to delete the data, and 3 to display the data, and 4 to exit the program. So let's see this one example. So here as it is asking to give me my choice, so I'll say 1. So 1 means push. So push means we have to insert the data. So I'll say I want to insert 5. So now 5 will be inserted, and again the choice is coming what I want to do. So again I'll say my choice is 1, and then again it will ask to insert the data. At this time I'll say I want to insert 20. Okay, so now it is inserted, and again it is asking my choice. So I'll say I want to insert, sorry, I want to insert. So it will ask me to insert, so I'll give it as 28. So now I have inserted 3 element into the linked list, that is stack, and now I will say I want to display all those data. So I have given my choice as 3, which is display. So it is displaying the element. So if you see here, 28 was added last, so but it is displayed in the front. Okay, so now I want to delete the element from this stack, so the option is 2, so I'll say 2. So what will happen now, the data is deleted from the stack, and now I want to display the data, so I'll say 3. So if you see over here, 20 and 5 are display. So earlier this 28, 20 and 5 were display. So now by giving this 2, we have deleted the elements. So if you see, this 28 was added, this 28 was added at the last, but while deleting it, it got deleted at the first. So we are able to implement this last in first out behavior with the help of linked list. So now let's see the code of it. So to create a choice or menu option like this is the code where you ask the user to give his choice, and then you are giving some information like, if you enter 1, that is push operation, and 2 means pop operation, that is delete operation, and 3 means display, and 4 means exit. So here you are using a switch case where for one, if he enters one, then will perform an insert operation at the front. For two, you will delete the element, and for three, you are display the element, and for four, you are simply returning, means exiting the code. Okay. So let's see each of this operation code. So first we have to basically to allocate memory in C, you have to use this malloc header file for using this malloc function. So this is a function that will help you to insert or push element at the front of the linked list. Okay. And this is a delete function and display function over here. Okay. So all of these codes, all of these functions are explained in detail in my videos, and I'll be giving the link of each those video in the description. You can watch those videos and learn to write the code by yourself. Okay. So this was the code that help us to create some menu option for user and perform the operation of stack on the various data. Okay. So what is the advantage, you might think, what is the advantage of implementing a stack using linked list? Because there is a other way you can implement a stack using array. So you can create a stack with the help of array. Okay. So what is the advantage, you might think, with the help of this linked list? So if you implement the stack using array, there you have to give the size of the array. So here I am giving the size as 10. So in this case, you can add only 10 elements. But what if I want to add more than 10 elements? I want to add 100 elements, or we don't know how many elements will be coming up. So it is runtime thing. So for that, if you implement a stack using linked list, you can add n number of elements, any number of element you want. So this is the main advantage of using linked list over array. Okay. So if you want to learn how you can implement the stack using array, you can watch my video which is present at this link. Okay. So these are the link of the various operation that we saw. Okay. So this is for inserting the or pushing the data at the front of the linked list, and this link is for deleting the data from the front of the linked list, and this is to display the content of the linked list. So in this video we learn to implement a stack using linked list by inserting and deleting the data from the front of the linked list. In next video we learn to implement stack using linked list by deleting and inserting the data from the end or rear of the linked list. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. If you have any query, please comment it.